Okay, Chris here again. I traded at the open. It was actually very tough. So just before the open, I guess this was like a long liquidation thing, type of action. At 2:30, there were news. However, not even the volume spiked that much. But this moment was interesting. To the VWAP, tried to bounce. Of course, the open was coming here, 3:30. I didn't want to trade this, even though it was high probability trade. Again, just at the open, normally triggers a lot of strong emotions for me. So I prefer to avoid it. We were also in value area. We were in uncharted territory, right? In terms of um, RTH session, right? Was this century level, 24,700 here. The volume point of control was a bit lower in that moment at the open, and then I saw here, right? I mean, I saw this resistance, and here I broke a rule, a big one, which is I don't trade hoping or thinking that the price will just break a century level. You know, I have seen it so many times, and I know I still make the mistake. I see the action, right? The volume, boom, boom, boom. The intention was there, and my trade idea was if we break that level, we could easily go to the overnight high, which was at the moment, it is at the moment the all-time high made during the extended trading hours. So it's a weak reference. However, down here, as you can see, I had this all-time high marked that was on the 16th, on Tuesday, right? So we were opening gap up compared to yesterday and compared with the day before yesterday. Okay, so I was in between. Okay, if this fails, which did fail with me, with me actually in the market, the chances to go to the other side were really high. That was my reasoning behind this. Accepting a loss was again tricky because maybe the VWAP could hold again and then push up, basically getting more buyers and then go eventually to the overnight high, or just lost the battle. The weak overnight level that they have referenced here was the previous all-time high made in the ETH session, right? Which is here, right? This is the full day market profile, right? So that was the idea, right? Also, all these areas like one time framing up during the organization, maybe it was just long liquidation. So there were a lot of factors that they were bullish in terms of this could continue, but chances of maybe liquidate, close either the gap with the all-time high or yesterday's high was also in play. And that is what I traded at the very beginning, the long, breaking one of my rules, right? Here I documented actually, I was long here, right? I even added to the position in these two trading accounts. That didn't work, and I closed the position manually just before the stop loss was hit, but was almost at the same level actually, to be honest. I kind of saved a bit of money, but it was not really that much. But then when I saw the challenge of the VWAP and not holding actually, then I went short. That was the second trade idea. If we really break below the VWAP, go through this weak level mark from days before, we could either go to the value area low, was a bit higher here in this moment, and eventually test the all-time high and this century, right? And that was the second trade where I added as well to the level. You can see here that moment was very, very critical for me. It was I was front running this level, so basically my target was 604. So yeah, just the all time high basically. Yeah. So and then you can see actually moved a bit more up because I was afraid. I was afraid that many people were going to front run this level, and then I could see what is happening right now. Actually, right? They to the tick. I mean, again, this is the Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq. So this kind of behavior is impressive, right? To go to close to this level and then shoot up. I have no idea, but this seems that wants to really take over and make a new all-time high and keep going up, right? However, the standard deviations of EWAP now are closing each other, getting closer. So the market is actually finding a balance at the moment, right? We clearly don't have a decision. Is 2 minutes to the next TPO formation. And then you see one account, as I said, I trade smaller. Today, luckily, I start trading smaller because the ATR was way higher. So it was 15 points or so. No, even, yeah, 16 points. So I adjusted my position size to start with 1 micro and 2 micros in the other one. Versus, as you saw yesterday, 2 micros in the small account and 3 micros, sometimes 4 in the other one. So good. I exit. I was happy to be. I'm happy. I'm still happy to be out of the market because it was tough. It's really tough. I was actually anxious. I was feeling anxious. Positive PNL. The follow you process. I'm going into. I broke this rule, right? It doesn't mean the loss was there. I mean, the hypo was this. If we break this level, we could really go to test it. So my target was around here, front running the overnight high. Didn't work. I was aware of the rule. I broke it, but then my hypo was like, not revenge, not revenge. Let's go to the other one. I say, okay, if they lose the battle here, the chances are really high that we go to the other extreme. So I'm going to set myself as a process 4. Anyways, this is calculated per trade, right? This is a overall in terms of you. What do you think is your process score? And then we calculate it per trade. Of course, again, you need to answer the questions, right? And then, yes, I always drink a lot of water. Yeah, I didn't take so many breaks today, but yeah, what do you do well? Uh, Plan B, right? Tomorrow. Okay, what else? That is fine. Yeah. So let's see which tags the system offers me. Thursday, monthly up, Newton high, overnight inventory long, high ATR, major news events, medium stress, process high, added too early. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I mean, this is AI, right? I mean, uh, I'm not expecting, besides the day of the week that I have it static, I said, please give me the day of the week, right? Because I like that. Then it's already easy to filter by day of the week and then see your performance, etc. So should that be well? Okay, I like all of them. Do you take? Yes. I'm going to import now the project X file, this one, and then and So, okay. Thursday. Um, and yeah, let's see. Okay, 5 trades. So you see, there's 2 losses. There was a substantial loss actually, and then I'm going to just fill up this one. You can see, right? I mean, I was focused just before doing the trade, focus, then inches, then after, yeah, and then how is it? Then entry signal quality. Okay, this was not entirely the best, right? I mean, market open, we were about VWAP, but again, the center figure didn't make it as an entry signal the perfect one. So I was a bit FOMO, I have to say, okay? So partial plan, primary fear, FOMO, I would say, yeah. I mean, this is not totally excluded, okay? You can have a pre-trade emotion. Primary fear actually was more FOMO, and the pre-trade emotion was started with that, okay? So confidence level, yeah, 2 or 3 actually. I was also feeling a bit overconfident, I would say, just because the action, the overnight session action, whatever. You see, the price is trying to go up. It was not a bad idea actually. It was not really a bad idea. So yeah, I would say this was more chasing. Okay, post trade, real lesson learned. Uh, yeah, let's see if we have something else. Thursday is there. I'm in queue. It's long chasing. Yeah, this is chasing. This is long. So all of them is good. Yeah. So which rule I broke? Of course, the one for century, right? Yeah. Basically, that was the main rule. VPOC it was close, but it was a bit lower. So which vibes did you follow? Not that many, actually. To be honest, this was yeah. Now that I see it, it was not really a good trade. It was a good trade idea, but the execution was not good. So yeah, to be just honest, and then say yeah, it was not really a good trade. But yeah, and then I will do the same as every day. I will just fill them up later, get a process score for the day, and actually I have uh, the other one somehow. The futures desk is now it's updated. Good. So I'm going to actually export this because sometimes the UI, the dashboard, is taking a bit long to really to load the data. So yeah. So features desk. Just file this one, and also. Fine. So Yeah. Thursday. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I should see basically now. Yeah. Okay. Then I will leave it there, and I will fill out the information here for the other trades. There was quite a lot, right? Of course, I added two positions and I have two accounts. So of course that is the main reason why you see so much. Right? And I know I'm aware that trading these two accounts simultaneously is like, wow, look at this. It's risky, adds more pressure. Wow. Look, from my exit, it's all the way to test the overnight high. Yeah, okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy with actually being outside to not be in a position, right? I'm flat right now, which is also a position. And again, it's tomorrow, the options expiration. So movements are tricky. Okay. Then see you in the next one.